It's a great day. Thank you so much for tuning into my speaker blog. Again, today I'm answering another question from somebody from Facebook. Let me pull up the question here. This comes from Martin. Martin asks, is selling from the stage the same as like doing a telesales call? Not at all. In fact, the rules that apply to doing stage selling are completely different than the rules that apply to teleselling. So let me share with you those are, but before we do, let me just take the time to welcome you guys to the video blog and let you know that if you're watching this on any other place other than my speaker's blog, that's fine. If you're on Vimeo or YouTube or Facebook or something like that, that's great, although you are missing a lot of information because we have an entire speaker blog dedicated to answering your questions specifically about what it takes to become a professional speaker, from platform skills to marketing to sales and you name it. So do check it out. The website is listed on the screen right now. It's worth going to. In fact, you might even want to just hop over there right now if you're not there now, and then you can read up all the other past posts as well. Anyway, let's get into this. Martin, so your question, here's the thing. With regard to live events, live events are built on three main concepts. They're built on hyping up the audience, they're built on peer pressure from the audience looking to the other people, and they're built on audience buy-in, getting all these yeses and test close and stuff like that. When you're doing a telesale, you can't do any of that stuff. You can't build up hype, you'll just look like a spaz because you can't have people jump up and down and do clapping and the kind of stuff on a telesales because nobody's going to do that with you. You'll just look like an idiot on the telesale or the webinar or whatever you're doing. The second thing is that you can't use peer pressure because everybody's on their own phone or their own computer and they're in the privacy of their own home and they're not looking around to see what other people are doing. And the last thing is you can't really get audience buy-in when you're doing a webinar, a telesale, or even something like I'm doing right now with you, which is where you're on the other side of this watching it, but it's either pre-recorded or there's no way for you to communicate back. So you also can't have audience buy-in really. Yeah, you can do polling and stuff like that. Some teleseminars offer that, but generally, most of those things are pretty ineffective and most people don't use them that well anyway. So the deal is with telesales or webinar sales or teleseminar, whatever you want to call it, you're going to have to build that sale based on real value. You're going to have no peer pressure, so you're going to have to find some other level of urgency, and that urgency is usually based upon the time of the webinar. So, you know, for the length of this teleseminar, or the length of this webinar, here's the special price that you're going to get available. But once the webinar is closed, at that point in time, the offer is gone or something like that. And with regard to keeping audience attention, completely different rules there because you can't get them jumping up and down. You have to keep their attention. Well, how do you do that? Well, without going into a long detail here, one of the ways you can do is you can use you can use techniques that the TV and radio shows use, which is to tease the audience about what's to come. So, for example, when I started talking here, I said, but before I do that, let me take a time to thank the audience or people tuning in or something like that. And there was a tease there purposely to get you to stick around and listen. If you want to learn more about this, though, I got to tell you, there's a couple things here because I don't know what you're asking with regard to which one you want to do. Do you want to do stage selling or do you want to do teleselling? So I'm a little bit unclear. If you want to learn how to do stage selling, I have a free webinar called How to Sell from the Stage Without Being a Hard Closing Jerk. And I'm rather proud of that one, so you can go register for that one. How do you do that? Well, you just go to tophermorrison.com, and lower right-hand corner, there's a place for you to fill out a place for the webinars. Pretty quick and simple there. And with regard to how do you sell on a webinar or a teleseminar, I've actually never thought about creating a webinar on that one, so I'm going to take your question as good advice, and I'll make a webinar for you, and I'll make sure I let you know when that's available. But hopefully that's enough information to get you started and realize the differences there, and hopefully get some value. If you want to get some more value, get some more information, check out tophermorrison.com. Lots of great information there in the video speaker and blog. Let's see here. Also, you can go to bulletproofspeaking.com, download my free speakers ebook called The Professional Speaking Secrets of Topher Morrison. It's a great book, lots of free stuff in there, and you're going to love it. So anyway, that's it for now. Until next time, please take care, dare to dream, and make each day an epic adventure. Bye for now.